comfortable. We're back with another video here. Give you guys a couple of minutes to join in. I don't know this angle. I don't like bright light sometimes, so I don't tend to turn on the light at all. So yeah, I don't really care if you see the background or not. Space area. I just want to deliver this message. I'm gonna give y'all time to join on in. It's been only one day since I joined YouTube, like joined out of the live, but then it feels like a whole week for me. That's how I know that's another confirmation that this is also a sign of time jumping, and I'm a speed depth so I can help you get to your highest timeline. But the highest frequency that you want to be on, it's totally up to you. I can't help control that, or I can help you express it. What it is that spirit is trying to communicate to you, like, why are you doing this? Why do you have this type of knowledge? And I'm also going to talk about a little bit of dark and light empaths. It's quantum manipulation, what we can do with our frequency, with our energy, to shift our reality to exactly where we want them to be. And I'm also going to talk about clairsentience, clairvoyance, clairaudience, whatever, all the clairsentience. So if you're joining today's live, or if you're watching back, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more information or confirmation to what you already know. Because I know consciously, deep down, we want to learn more things outside of what we know. Like, we feel like this is all a program. This is what the program is just giving us at the moment of time until we master it. And once we master it, it's still another program. It's still another system that they want us to be in. And we are the Almighty, the Almighty High, trying to not go back, but move forward in life, in all lives that we have created. And I realized some of these things that I don't know that we face kind of tells a tale of our past or our past lives that we had previously. And we just want to bring about a new reality. Not so much of a new spirit, but it's always been the same spirit, but unlocking abilities that we once had. And that is also staying away from low vibrational people. But the thing is, with dark empaths, hi, welcome on in. With dark empath, we can manipulate our frequency. We can manipulate our reality. Same thing with light empath. It's not so much that we're trying to escape our trauma necessarily. It's we're trying to rebuild our story and have a better outcome with our life to the next life. So that way we create doorways and yeah, and live out the frequency. Thank you so much. No, I'm not a motorcycle gang or anything. I don't ride motorcycles. I wish, but that's a it's coming up. It's gonna happen though. I see that future too. I see myself on a motorcycle. I see myself riding a Tesla, all that shit. So this is about visualization. You visualizing yourself into the future by like in that timeline when you had that dream that came to you or that vision. If it came to you during the day, but most likely if it came to you during the day, it came to you during the night. So you have to recalculate on welcome on in. Hi. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Weirdness. I'm spiritual as fuck. And this is a gift. This is something that's gonna help me, help you, help all of us. You're not alone in this. And there's plenty of people, plenty of spirits experiencing this. Like, as I've been on TikTok lately, I've been seeing people having stories of like they're astral projecting somewhere, like in a music, how frequency is created. And I'm going to give you actually is because that other people are experiencing actual, you can be and eating whatever it is that you're manifest yourself into button or see something different within the mind eye. So say for example you want to in another state like I did, like you're going to the store, groceries, and then once it's like a memory, it becomes like the day. Thank you. I'm trying, you guys, and you guys know my situation. So this is kind of like, but then this current version of me, she can say the best way to get the information out of me is through via dream, through via vision. You can contact me via vision and via dreams. Y'all already do. I just communicate telepathically through dreams and visions. But it also can some spirit and astral project into if you have like a sort of like a soul contract beforehand to enter their timeline. But I don't recommend that. You just want to kind of focus on you because with your presence alone, with every dreams, other people, reality, other people desires, and forget about yours, and then you end up mixing yours, theirs. I done it before. And you end up going crazy and wondering why you're at the bottom of the pit and they up top come from. Switch it. You realizing you can manipulate your their frequency. That's what you are, and that's what, and you can do so much more than just what like TikTok and stuff are giving you. You have to go deep with it, spread your knowledge, spread your wisdom, because there are other people just like you traveling at the same time into their destiny where they want to be. And there's a fly, and I know that means a monitoring spirit. If you see a monitoring spirit, if you see a fly, you see certain bugs, you see certain animals, those are all technically form of communication through the spirit world. But like not all things that come to us are all bad. You don't have to say I rebuke this in the name of whatever, in the name of Jesus, and or I return to sender. You don't always necessarily need to do that. You can manipulate that person who is spying on you, or like with game stalking. I'm dealing with game stalking like 24/7 now. It's kind of weird, and I didn't notice it um, before until I took a deep look every time I would change my wardrobe or every time I would change how I dress or just the littlest things. And I started to peep a little bit out. But I explained this yesterday or the day before. I don't know. Yesterday, I believe, that about gang stalking, how you can tell certain gang stalkers are here to protect you or here to destroy you. And I'm noticing them more and more. Like if I will wear this out, I'll start seeing a whole bunch of other people wearing the exact same shit, exact same type of style, or like just matching what I'm wearing to let me know that they are watching me, that they are initiating me. And those are the protectors, the ones that copy you, kind of ish, and then the ones that kind of like just linger around, watch what you're doing, going into your space all the time. Those are the destroyers in a way. Those are the vampire energy suckers. And they like to make sure that you stay in a low vibrational state, that you don't move up. And then even your friends, your family, they can be gang stalkers as well, try to sacrifice you for fame and money and this and that. So what happened during that time that they did is when you had a near death experience, you gain ability of sight. You gain ability of foresight. You're able to see the past, present, and future. And you're able to see multiple timelines within timelines. It's more than just past, present, and future. It's everything above and below, in the middle and in between. Like it's the same thing. So you gotta use that ability to your advantage. Whether you consider yourself a dark or light empath, use both energy, use both frequency to get what you want in life. To see exactly where you see yourself in the future. Start buying things that you saw. Like I saw this, I saw this, I saw this. I'm like, okay, I'll grab it, I'll spend a little few bucks, whatever, to give out to the universe. That's also creating abundance to yourself, to spirit. When you allowed your spirit to be creative and not limited, it shows the I am and the I am willing to shift into my highest timeline, into my highest frequency. Can nobody, can no other spirit fuck with your energy because you are that powerful. When you speak power, power into yourself, and when you speak enlightenment into yourself, when you stop feeling isolated and stop worshiping things outside of you and only worshiping thyself, that's what the key is. Because when you keep giving up your energy to these other entities who are just another version, and even then, that's also a matrix code to keep you bound, to keep you giving more energy. So if I were you, I will focus on self. I will focus on trying to better myself, trying to make sure I'm straight in the afterlife, because it's only going to be you guiding you in the end. And when that version of you comes up, how are you going to handle it? How are you going to embrace it? And the thing is, like, when we are too spiritual sometimes, we do collapse a little bit. We do have a little bit of crash out. I have crash outs like every few months or so. Like, it's every blood moon that they have. Literally, the matrix blood moon is when my crash out starts to come, or come before a little bit. But I found a loophole. I found a way to stop that. I found writing things down, uh, doing art, tattooing, or something like that, or like just focusing on myself kind of helps me the balance of not to crash out when these cycles comes, when these seasons come. Be like, oh, am I done yet? No, when these seasons come, you keep continuing, because even the seed goes through its darkest days. And when the seed goes through its darkest days, that's when the seed is actually blossom in enlightenment. It's not when it's formed and fermented that it knows thyself. It's when it's in the midst of darkness when it knows thyself. That's like a quote that I follow through thick and thin, no matter how hard life gets or knocked down. I might say I'll give up. I might telepathically say it, or like just screaming out to the universe, just for that little moment to release the DMT from the exhaustion of being broken down spiritually. I end up like bouncing back after I release the negativity and bring back positivity by calling back all your energies. And the best way to get over trauma is not let the trauma get over you. Is by you remembering the trauma. I know it's going to be painful, but trust me, when you do remember and you do keep processing it, everything, watch how it's going to create your life. Watch your decision making. Watch your habits. Watch your eating and all that stuff. You can tell which version of you is coming out, like instantly. There's no stopping you once you're here. There's already a version of you that already lived that life, that already done that. It was in the mind at first, but you think that the body goes through so much things, so much emotions, to the point where you feel like it was a dream, but you actually lived what was in your mind. And the people around you who are low vibrational, all they did was suck out the energy from from the time that you've been in those timelines for them, and you can stop it. I remember when I was younger, I was about like, I want to say I was about 5 or 6 years old. I remember always like astral projecting into my future. I felt like at one point that I saw a future version of me, like in real time, in real reality, coming to me as as a 5 year old, playing with me, trying to play with me. She might have been like 13, 14 years old or whatever, with bangs, long hair. She looks more native. She never had feet. She had feet, but she never had shoes on every time I would see her. And I always ask her, where are your shoes? I think that was the key to getting attention to me that that was a version of me into the future. She looked exactly like me. I was about 5 years old. I was playing in the yard. I was in the front porch, and this happened in Mississippi. And so she came up to me, and I was playing by myself. I always had friends, but then I also was a loner. I only drew people in who only needed me at that time, and then they end up disappearing into another reality or something. And she, every time she would come up to me, she would say things about my future or say things about my family that I wouldn't think anybody else would knew. And remind you, I was only about like 5 years old, and she's coming to me. And ever since then, lately now, I've been dreaming about her. She's been coming back, and she's telling me like everybody is gonna get everything that they manifested, that they prayed for, that they chanted to the universe. And she was like, what she saw into the future was like incredible. It was the most beautiful thing. It was the end of an era of a darkness. That's what she said. End of an era of a darkness, but a new beginning of enlightenment. A new generation to come with enlightenment. And I have been seeing new generation of enlightenment. So, and then she taught me how to astral project into my future. Like certain beings will come to you, whether it's yourself or your ancestors. It's still a version of you. It's how you take and receive the information, and so it was incredible. It was something that I enjoyed much often, and then I took on the information that she told me. Hello, welcome on in. I took on. Make sure you give it a like. But yeah, I learned a lot of stuff. I learned astral projecting. I learned how to see into the future. I learned what clairvoyance. My members of my family passed away, but then when it came to them passing away, they kind of gave me a gateway into uh, joining my timeline and to getting to where I need to be. They kept showing me signs of, oh, I need to leave, I need to go. The most sign I would get was, what's it called? Those little bugs. They're like flying bugs, beetles or some shit. I don't know. They oh, it's called. No, I know it, but it's like almost like a bumblebee. I kept getting those a lot, and then one time it came into my mom's house, like drastically. I was about like 28, yeah, 28, going on 29, and I seen that, and then it came through the front window, and there was a bunch of them, and then I kept hearing like Papa Leva. I kept seeing Papa Leva when I was younger. Um, when I was about like 12, 16 years old. I saw Papa Leva. Even Papa Leva helped me into seeing my future. It helped me seeing into my past and make me realize he. Papa Leva is one of the most interesting frequency, most interesting deities to work with, because he'll trick you into thinking you have something until you actually go catch it like a dog. Like he'll throw it at you, but then there's little tricks that he does to make you go get it. But then I learned to pass those tricks, and I learned to actually survive and not die from, well, I did have to die in the beginning to get these type of knowledge. So he did kind of get me in a way, but I still survive. And there's many others who survive from learning from these others deities, not knowing that you're a deity yourself, that you have a past life deity version of you. And I used to see like Hecate a lot when I was younger. When I was about a baby, I was mother dressing like that. But then no, coming to think of, my mother would never dress in a cloak or with a hoodie on, stuff like that. But yeah, the key thing is to, when you're shifting into your highest timeline, is to stay positive and to have good intentions on where you see yourself and where you want to be at. Keep creating moments. Don't create just stop one moment and say I'm done. That's how you continue to loop, and then you live the same life, that one life over and over. And then you end up wondering why you get these depression, anxiety, and being anxious, and like I can't. I don't see how we can live one life. This is not it. It's more to it. So stay blessed.